Welcome back. I'm here with with Rejüv Skin Bar, and we are doing a brow lamination today, and we are doing a lash lift and tint. We're kind of midway through the process, but we're excited to see the results. Thanks for being here.
Of course, happy to be.
Prior, for people coming in, it's probably good to have a clean face, no makeup on your eyelashes, correct? Does that help them?
It's easiest when the client comes in that way. However, if someone were to come in with their makeup on, I'm still going to remove it. You just want to make sure it's out of the way before you put any of the lash lift on, because you don't want anything obviously in the way of the processing.
How long does this procedure typically take then for the lash lift and tint?
Once the lashes are up on the rods, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes. I actually have been doing lash lifts for a couple of years, but I've been an esthetician since 2018.
What got you started here then?
I decided I really would love to have the freedom of getting to choose which treatments I do, how I do them, which products I'm using. I just did the lifting solution. Now I'm balming your eyelashes back up onto the rod, and then I'm gonna do the setting solution.
And like you said, you don't really feel any pain or pulling too much with this.
No, you should not feel any pain with this. Just slight pulling as the lashes are kind of balmed up on the rod, but nothing uncomfortable, as you'll find out about right now. And you'll see at the end too, especially with the ends of your lashes are a little bit blonde. It's really gonna make them stand out. Women who are breastfeeding need to be aware that their hair can actually not curl the same way that it typically would, and that's just a side effect of all those pregnancy hormones. Not really sure why they do that, but I can say that I did a lash lift on my sister-in-law who is breastfeeding, and her curl didn't come out like it normally does.
And then we're doing, a brow lamination today too. You want to go into kind of just what that is and maybe the benefits of that?
Yeah, so brow laminations really give your brows that nice, fluffy, straightened look. But what you're essentially doing is chemically straightening that brow hair. So you're allowing the hairs to be manipulated any way that they want to go, and which is most popular to have that brow fluffy look. Really opens up the eyes and kind of changes the shape of the brows as well. When you come in, bring in a little contact case and remove your contacts prior to your lash lift. It can sometimes be irritating for your contacts in while we're doing the lash lift. They are sensitive a little bit to those chemicals. So best thing, take out those contacts before you come in for your treatment, or bring in something where you can remove them when you're here.
What's the aftercare and maybe before care for the brows then? Like, do you have any recommendations or tips for people?
So no before care necessarily, but aftercare would be similar to the lash lifts. You're going to want to avoid getting them wet, steamy, for the first 24 hours. And then after that, they're pretty much good to go. You can wash them. You can manipulate how you want them to. You can add makeup to them. Essentially, they should last about 4 to 6 weeks. I am located inside of Elite Suites, which is off 57th and Sycamore. It's loaded with hairstylists. It's really your one-stop shop for everything. You got your nails, your lashes, your facials, your waxing, your Botox, anything you really need. And it's really fun in here. All the girls are real nice. Liz, our owner of the salon, actually does a really good job of decorating. As you can see, it's all Christmassy in here right now.
Do you have a social media page or website people can go to with more information on what you do?
My website is going to be rejuvskinbar.glossgenius.com, and on there you'll see my full menu, my pricing, and all the details of each treatment.
And you guys have a little promotion going on too then, correct?
We do. So I'm going to be offering 15% off any treatment on my menu now through the end of December. If anyone wants to take advantage of that, get ready for the holiday parties, whatever it may be. If you just want to come in and get a facial even, I'm happy to honor that. Just mention Dakota News.
Well, thank you so much for being here today and showing the procedure behind a lash lift and tint and an eyebrow lamination. Thank you so much, and stick around. We have more after the break.
Thanks for having me.